This is the Missoula Clay Center in Missoula, Montana. It's in the city of Missoula, but it's kind of tucked away on the edge of the city in a slightly industrial neighborhood. This is the gallery space where they have work for sale made by the artists who are part of this center. And adjacent to that is an exhibition space. This individual, Karen Noble, is having her wrap-up exhibition after a 2-year residency where she created hand-built anagama-fired pots. They're quite well done with flashing and good marks from her hands, and they're very strong.
Our classroom area.
Mm-hmm.
We run classes from beginner all the way up to advanced, likewise with specialty classes that include atmospheric firings, wood fire, raku, large-scale hand building, large-scale throwing, as well as just your standard, straightforward, beginning, intermediate, and open studio sessions, right? Yeah. At the Clay Studio, we have 4 full-time staff. Myself as the studio manager and technician and executive director. Also a full-time education and outreach coordinator, right? And then a full-time gallery and admin position.
So these spaces are available to community potters who had shelves like this, but they wanted something more. And the people who rent these spaces have, in many cases, most cases, held on to them for over 5 years. And some of these people in these spaces are actually in business. They're earning a living or a partial limit living from their little studios. And this is, I would say, like an 8 by 10 space. They've got a lot of shelving units, and people get 3 shelves, which I think is quite a bit of space.
Well over 30 firings in it just in this year alone. Well over 30. We've got a very big, and this is a downdraft, forced air soda kiln. This is a soft brick, very large car kiln. Can suit work up to almost 8 feet, somewhere in that ballpark, right? And then we have our standard soft brick downdraft gas reduction kiln, approximately 35 cubic feet. We've got a raku kiln out here as well. And then we also have a smaller downdraft reduction kiln. This is a Venturi style burner kiln that is still being outfitted. And this is approximately 9.5 cubic feet.
Mm-hmm. And this is high fire reduction.
This is high fire reduction, correct. All of our kilns outdoors, except for the raku kiln, can go all the way up to cone 10. I'm almost certain that the raku kiln maxes out somewhere around cone 7, maybe 8, somewhere in that ballpark, right? This burner system is also up. This is an updraft Venturi burner system. This is forced air, and likewise with the reduction kiln on the other side as well. So that is our kiln yard.
So I see you have skirts on the big one to keep the burner from blowing out.
That's for weather.
Yeah.
You know, up here in Montana,
Yeah, it gets windy.
We get extreme weather at times, right? And we need to outfit our kilns to accommodate that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back into the studio again.
So this is a pretty big layout you've got here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, we run hundreds of students through our facility nearly every session, right? And we need to accommodate for all of that.
Yeah.
Let me take you back into our mixing lab, our glaze lab. So in this room, you'd find all the standard, basic, if you will, glaze and clay mixing materials. We have a good selection of carbonates, oxides, and colorants, including mason stains, a Venco pug mill, a large spray booth, and a Soldner clay mixer. And we recycle all of our clay here at the Clay Studio as much as we possibly can. Our main distributor is the Archie Gray Foundation, where I order all of our wet clay, as well as all of our dry materials and studio supplies.
You say community members to get 3 shelves, and I see
Yeah,
that.
and you know, as they become available, the semi-private spaces as well, which are highly sought after, when these become available, of course, our community is allowed to rent them too. Yeah.
So, do you sometimes just rent 2 shelves?
Not necessarily, no. We start at 3.
And what is the cost?
You can talk to Caitlin about that because I don't remember the cost off the top of my
Okay.
head.
And this is for community members we're talking.
Right. Yep.
And then residents.
Yep. Residents have their private studios right here and right there. We also have 3 other ones in the loft area as well. Yep. 1 and 2.
1, 2.
Yep.
Okay.
And they use this space just as much as everyone else does. Yeah.
And do the residents get a stipend, or do they pay you?
No, they are employees of the Clay Studio Missoula. They get paid to teach classes, and you know they get supplemental, et cetera, from the organization. That sort of stuff is kind of private, you know, to a certain degree. But,
Yeah, well, you know, the financial structuring is one of the key things
Yeah.
when you're trying to put something together.
totally. Yeah, I understand.
And people who take classes are not necessarily community members.
No, not
and
necessarily.
they just pay.
They pay a tuition, right? And classes meet once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending on the class. And their tuition pays for their firing and their glaze. They get 1 bag of clay at the beginning of their session and are able to purchase more as the class moves along. And they get, you know, instruction time and open studio access when we have open studio time. Because we also have a robust monitor program too, because not always is a staff member around to facilitate the studio being open. Maybe it's off hours or something of that nature, where we have a team of volunteers that we call monitors, monitor the studio, answer questions, you know, facilitate cleanup, you know, keep everybody enjoying the Clay Studio, enjoying the studios, as well as contributing to a good experience.
How long have you been with this organization?
I started with this organization as an artist in residence in 2009 and 10, and then was hired as the full-time studio manager in January of 2022.
And how long has this studio been in existence?
The Clay Studio, if I remember, was got its nonprofit status in 1997 or 8, somewhere in that ballpark. And at that point, it was in a really small building a few blocks away. And then we moved into this location where it was just this building. It really wasn't the classroom area or the staff studios area. It was just this building. But as our popularity grew and we have you know, more interest in the Clay Studio, so did our space.
So was this a bigger building initially that you just expanded into? Or did you add on to the building?
No, we didn't add anything onto this building. It's all been, I mean, we did some reconfiguring of the kiln yard with awnings and roofs and stuff like that, right? But this building, right, is basically as it is. We did do a little bit of work in the gallery area to open that up a little bit more and redesign that to accommodate more more floor space for sales gallery as well as exhibition space too, right? But that's kind of the only thing that we've done to the infrastructure here.
Do you know how many square feet this is?
I can't remember how many square feet this is. Yeah. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I walk about 2.5, 3 miles a day. back and forth
I
from
would
this
say
place.
it's about 130 feet long.
Yeah,
And
you're that's probably
50
pretty
feet
good.
wide.
Pretty good guess.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Plus interns and residents
that's right.
and community members
Yep.
and people who are just taking classes.
People who are just enthused about what we do in the city of Missoula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. That's the end of this video.